Since it opened its doors in 1965, the Escondido Country Club has stood as an important part of the Escondido community. It was more than a golf course. It was a place where families gathered for weddings, celebrations, and community events. It was in many ways the center of the community, and generations of Escondidans still hold fond memories of the club. But in recent years, the club struggled. Previous owners failed to make the necessary investments in the course and facilities and allowed membership to drop more than 70% to just 120 dues-paying members. The owners let the club fall behind $230,000 in property taxes and unpaid water bills, and the club was losing $35,000 each month. At the same time, the recession triggered a drop in golf enthusiasm, causing golf courses across the country to close down. In 2013 alone, 157 golf courses closed, and 400,000 golfers quit. Since 2000, the number of golfers has dropped 19% nationally. In San Diego County, several courses were foreclosed or filed for bankruptcy, including Cottonwood, Montesoro, Mount Woodson, Salt Creek, Stone Ridge, and Warner Springs Ranch. Here in Escondido, the country club slipped into its third bankruptcy. In 2012, Stuck in the Rough LLC purchased the club and hired a professional golf management firm, Touchstone Golf, to do an analysis and determine if the club was economically viable. Sadly, it was not. The property has always been zoned for residential housing, and many in the Escondido community met with the new owner to discuss the options available, which included residential development. But homeowners on the country club property formed ECHO with a mantra of 0 homes in an attempt to keep the bankrupt golf course. Their leaders misled Escondido residents about the plans, and politicians like Mayor Sam Abed and Councilman Ed Gallo, who were first enthusiastic about developing the property, became hostile and unwilling to support redevelopment. Stuck in the Rough tried to meet with the ECHO membership, but ECHO President Jerry Swadley refused and instead appointed a small committee of his allies. In each encounter, Swadley misled ECHO membership on the meetings by omitting important developments or flatly mischaracterizing what occurred. Swadley and ECHO hired a law firm, Lounsbury Ferguson, to put a petition on the ballot that would strip the property rights from the owner by rezoning the land as permanent open space. At a contentious city council meeting in August of 2013, property rights experts and taxpayer advocates testified that the city had no right to take the property. But that had little impact on the politicians. And rather than conducting a 30-day study to consider the economic and legal ramifications of the land grab, the city council immediately adopted the initiative and claimed victory. The property's usefulness was effectively taken from the owner, who was left with no choice but to file a lawsuit against the city for stripping the property rights. But the owner's goal has always been to work with the community to find a mutually agreeable solution and develop the compromise Escondido Open Space Community Revitalization Initiative, Measure H. More than 11,000 Escondido residents signed the initiative for the November ballot, which will revitalize the blighted property with new homes and open space at no taxpayer expense. The compromise would transform the 110 acres with a scaled-back housing plan and generous amenities for the community. In addition to revitalizing the country club property, the initiative creates a privately funded $1 million open space preservation fund for the entire city. It reduces the number of homes allowed by nearly 30% and preserves 25% of the land as permanent open space, including trails, lakes, and playgrounds. It also provides a 10,000 square foot community center on 3.6 acres with an Olympic-sized swimming pool and tennis courts. And the measure has a very positive economic impact for us in Escondido. It will generate $82 million in economic activity, 155 full-time jobs, $18.7 million to the city's general fund, and $639,000 in fees annually. There are many other benefits as well. The new development reduces water usage by over 50%, preserving badly needed water and protecting our environment. And it complies with all state and local environmental protection regulations. Additionally, Market Point Realty Advisors did an analysis of the project's impact on property values in the surrounding areas and predicts that they will increase, providing value to the community's residents. And the reality is, if Measure H doesn't pass, the property will sit idle, becoming an eyesore to the community and negatively impacting home values. Residents have long said that they are open to compromise, and Measure H is just that, a compromise that takes into account residents' concerns, reduces the number of homes, and preserves 25% of the land for open space. In July, the City Council unanimously voted to place the compromise initiative on the November ballot, and now Escondido taxpayers can have their vote. The San Diego Regional Chamber of Commerce, San Diego County Republican Party, and the San Diego County Democratic Party endorse Measure H because of the positive impact it will have on Escondido. On November 4th, vote yes on Measure H and move Escondido forward. For more information, please visit EscondidoOpenSpace.org.